Hello, Louisa Jewell here with your weekly juice. So, my friend's husband turned 60 the other day and she gave him this amazing gift. And I wrote to her and said, "Wow, how nice that you're spoiling your husband on his special day." And then it made me think about the word spoil because it's really a negative word, right? It's almost saying, look, if you shower somebody with too much, that in fact you're going to ruin them. It's going to degrade them in some way. When we say oh, you're spoiling your children, we think if you're too indulgent with your children or too lenient, that something bad is going to result from that. So, and then I thought about how we speak to ourselves. And if we're too kind to ourselves, we may think, well, I'm just going to spoil myself. And a lot of people are not kind to themselves, especially when they're trying to achieve goals, because they think that if they're too kind, they're going to become complacent and they're not going to get things done. The only way to get things done is to drive myself, to be hard on myself, to say negative things to myself. That's the only way I can get better. And I'm here to offer an alternative to that kind of thinking. Now, when things go wrong for us, when we're disappointed, when we feel like we fail, sometimes we can call ourselves names, right? You're a loser, how embarrassing. Everybody saw that. You're just going to look bad in front of everybody. Everybody's going to think you're incompetent from here on in, right? We can be really, really mean to ourselves, beat ourselves up, and call ourselves names. But there's a better way to give yourself feedback, to be maybe disappointed with what happened, but recover better. And so instead of calling yourself names, because here's the thing, when you call yourself a name, say you call yourself a loser, then that's kind of a global assessment. It's hard to get away from that. If I can be more specific and say, well, you know what, it didn't go as planned. What did I learn from that? How can I do things differently? What will I do differently? How can I be better next time? That's a much more constructive way than saying I'm a loser, which again is a global assessment of who you are and much harder to get away from. So be more specific. But I just take away the calling of the names. I don't call myself names anymore. Instead, I'll say, well, that was not how, didn't go as well as planned. So again, what am I going to do differently? And instead of being disappointed, I'm going to say, what did I learn? What did I learn from that? How can I move forward? Is there a friend that I can call who can help me get through this? Because this one's really hard. I asked a friend of mine yesterday how she got through a really difficult time. She said, I have a best friend and we talk every day. Don't be afraid to reach out to friends when you are feeling disappointed. It can be the best thing that you do to recover. So be kind to yourself. Cut out the name calling. Give yourself constructive feedback. Pat yourself on the back for at least trying and move on. Just move on. Okay, thanks everybody. I hope that you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.